Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine from Behind the Market. Happy Wednesday. Today is October 2nd. A couple of weeks ago, I told you that there were some FAU students that were actually watching this. Well, apparently there's been a few more. And I mentioned that there are 4 questions to ask yourself whenever you buy any stock. And the 4 questions are, do I understand the business? Am I comfortable with management? What is the business worth? And what do I have to pay for it? If you can start to ask yourself those questions before you buy any stock, just asking those questions, your investment operations will improve dramatically. Now, the last time I talked about this, I tackled the first one. Do I understand the business? So again, the rule there is don't touch anything you don't understand. Okay, just don't touch it. There are plenty of good things that you do understand, great businesses out there that you can spend all your time focusing on and do really, really well as an investor. It's amazing. You can just say, I'm going to ignore the ones that I don't understand. And by understand, what I mean is you have to be able to understand what inputs the company has, what it sells, where its suppliers come from, who has the pricing power in the relationship between your company and the suppliers it gets its stuff from, or the consumer. So you got to understand this competitive position that it's in to really understand the business. But today I want to talk quickly about the second question. Am I comfortable with management? Remember something. There's only one God we worship at Behind the Markets and in business and in investing, and that's return on investment, ROI. So what you want to do with, am I comfortable with management, is you want to bet on management teams that are really driven by return on investment, that make all their decisions by return on investment, by that metric. They understand what they get back in relation to what they invest. Now, in the news recently, we've seen that AT&T is trying to get out of Dish and DirecTV are trying to merge. AT&T is trying to get out of that disastrous deal. Oh my God, talk about bad management. We're looking at CVS Caremark. They're thinking bad management there. Really took this great retail chain and decided to buy Aetna and a pharmacy benefit management company, right when Medicare was putting pressure on these companies. And of course, CVS bought Oakmark Health, which we made a lot of money on. We recommended it before that announcement came out in takeover targets, and it was taken over, 10, 12, 13 days after we recommended it. So that was a great, great winner for us, a very fast winner for us. But my point is, the management of those companies was not focused on return on investment. Return on investment. Anything you do when it comes to the stock market, any business you buy a piece of, because that is what we're doing here. We are buying a fractional percentage of a business, a fractional amount of a business. Any business that you buy a piece of, you have to ask yourself if you're comfortable with management. And by the way, that's why I was so happy to recommend PayPal. You look at PayPal, and this is a company that, again, prior management was kind of chasing a bunch of different things. New management comes along a year ago, the new CEO, and what does he do? He first cuts costs because he wants to focus on return on investment, profits in relation to the amount of investment it takes you to earn those profits. So he focuses first on cutting costs, consolidating his flank, and now he gets to march out and look to get growth again, profitable growth. Because again, not all growth is created equal. So return on investment is so important because it focuses on return, revenue and profit, and investment, costs. It focuses on both sides of the income statement and the balance sheet and the relationship between both of them. So that's something that we really focus on here, both as an investor and as a businessman. And think about it, as a business person, if you have an opportunity to invest in two things, for every $1,000 you invest in thing one, you get $200 back. For every $1,000 you invest in the other option, and you get 30% or $300 back. You're going to take the second one, all else being equal. So we want management that focuses on investing in the highest return on investment, the highest ROI activities, which is why we avoided CVS, even if the stock collapsed, because they're just all over the place. We avoided AT&T because, again, management was just taking all that shareholder money and making silly acquisitions. And we like PayPal because management comes in there, says return on investment, investment side, let me lower costs, let me get rid of people, reduce headcount, and now let me focus on the return side, making money. And we like companies that do that. Anyway, that's all I have today. Have a wonderful day.